It is Tuesday, and as you probably know, we reached 3K last night, so thank you guys so much. Quick little PSA though. We trying to reach 4K for my birthday, which is in about a little bit over a month. A few days. A month and what? 8 days? No, 6 days. So, in today's video, we're going to be doing a garden tour, show you how it goes around here. Anyways, guys, we're going to try to reach 4K hours as well before then, too. So run up those playlists. And also tomorrow I have a pretty special video dropping. Something I really like, and let's begin. So right now it is pretty hot out, as you probably know. You can probably tell by the way that the sun is just glistening through the trees. It automatically makes that. So the rhododendron bush is popping up like usual. Today we haven't reached 80 degrees at all until today. Today it was 90 degrees on the spot. Tomorrow's gonna be like what, 92 degrees. So as you can see, we have all these plants that are blooming right now. You can kind of see that right over here. And with all that being said, there's also a nice flower down. There's also a nice bush down there. I have no clue what those flowers are. You can kind of see the white flowers down there. And yeah, if you couldn't already tell, we actually ended up taking out one of the maple trees in the front yard. There used to be 2 there. Last summer there was, you might remember. The reason we had to do that was because of one thing. This one thing was why, and that was quite sad because the tree was probably 150 years old, or maybe even older than that. But unfortunately, what was that, bro? Well, I swear, people down here be the weirdest people, bro. People in the Northwest Hills in Connecticut be the weirdest people, bro, I swear. They'd be making those screaming sounds all day long, and, well, come up here, see for yourself. Northwest Connecticut always has the weirdest people. Oh, there it goes again. But it is pretty nice, and let's show you the real garden now. So we have some strawberries coming in nice over here. Y'all might have saw that short I did the other day, where I talked a little bit about the blueberries and how they're dying, and not dying, but like there's birds that are coming and taking the blueberries. We have to get the blueberry cages, but I don't know what happened to them. So we're gonna have to put a blueberry cage up around here probably this week, so the rest of these blueberries can actually come in here. As you see, there's actually flowers coming in on some of them. This one is just beginning to show signs of birth, but I see very few real blueberries. And these bushes ain't even showing signs of life. Like, these things haven't been alive for a while, it feels like. But at least they have some form of leaves on them, which makes it look somewhat more hopeful that we'll actually get some harvest this year. I'll show you something. You might be able to visualize this in your head, because I ain't adding this to the editing. I mean, maybe I might. You never know. It depends on how I'm feeling, kind of. This is gonna be the garden soon. I'll show you what it's gonna end up looking like. But yeah, in 2021 we got none. 2022 we got 1 blueberry. 2023 we got 17 blueberries, which is not a lot comparatively speaking. Usually you'd expect at least 100 blueberries from just one plant. So this is gonna be sunflowers right over here along this line over here. All down here, what, maybe like 30 sunflowers if all of them come up. Sunflowers have like the lowest germination rate though. Like if you plant like all of them, 3 of them gonna come up. Right over here we have, this is gonna be the trellis zone right over here. And right over here, if y'all remember, this is gonna be where we're gonna put the zucchini, the eggplant, and right over here is where the gourds are gonna go. This year we're gonna try to put we're gonna try to put a trellis over here so the gourds grow up and thus protect our poor little green beans. Right over here, around this half, we have the tomatoes and the peppers. Tomatoes are what makes up like 50% of the garden, and about 75% of the harvest in total. Right over here though, it's usually just blank. So when I go out here in the summer to film videos of me doing some garden work, what ends up happening is that those are just blank, and I've got questions as what's going to go there. I always say I'm going to put something there, and well, nothing ends up happening. Well, this year we're going to put watermelon there. If y'all are wondering, Memorial Day weekend is when we're going to put everything in the garden. We're going to lay this ground out probably tomorrow. You might be able to see it in tomorrow's day in the life if I get around to showing it. Which, yeah, just to reveal what tomorrow's video is, it's a day in the life. But you might be wondering, where's the real garden, yo? I'm about to show you. Follow me down here. This is where we're gonna actually find the remaining portions of the garden. So as you can see, we have the dog yard there with all the dogs in them. They're just chilling. I just let them outside. They're looking at me like they want to go inside. So once I'm done filming this clip, I'm gonna go let them all inside. Because it is a hot day out. It is no joke. It is absolutely no joke in this type of condition. It's supposed to be 83 today. It's almost 90. I feel like whenever they try to calculate the heat, it's always, and I mean always, much hotter than it should be. But when they're trying to calculate how cold it should be, it's always a few degrees warmer. Am I the only one that sees this, or is it just a New England thing? So this is the real garden right here. Let me show you what all we have in here to the best of my extent, because keep in mind, I don't remember everything that was planted in here. So we have some cucumbers. As you can see, there's actually flowers coming in on here, and even a cucumber too, bro. It's a bit early. We planted these like what? Maybe 8 weeks ago in March? However many weeks ago March was. Back here we have, of course, all the tomatoes. This is not even a fraction of what's even gonna be in the garden. Maybe a fraction represented by the fraction 1/8. But as you can see, we water in them right now. I really want to get that bigger greenhouse, but if y'all don't know, we have 2 tractors. Both of them pretty old. One of them is 1960s. It runs off of gasoline, of course, and it used to have a lot of issues. In 2020, we had some issues with it, but this year we're running it just fine, no issues. Our second is a loader tractor, which is what, 1980s, and it's diesel fuel powered. So that's cool. That's what's the tent down there. You might be able to actually see it right next to that older green truck from 1958. And right over here, we have all these absolutely beautiful mint plants that, watch this, first harvest of the entire season. It smells like mint. I'm not gonna try to do a taste test because I don't even want to know, but it's pretty useful. I could do a harvest right now, actually. Let's do our first real harvest of the season right now. Screw it, let's do that. Let me go get a cup from inside real quick. I'll be back. You know, we got our cup. It's not big. This is the first harvest of the season. We can go out and harvest some mint. Actually, I could probably do this like literally a few hours before we get some snow in the winter, because the mint doesn't really die back. So let's do a little bit of a harvest over here. I love doing harvests. I want to do so many harvest videos this summer. It's just, am I going to get around to doing it? Most likely I will, because my new GoPro should be coming soon. This one's broken, sadly. I'm recording on a broken GoPro right now. The audio shouldn't really sound that much different. The screen, though, is what's really giving me troubles right now. And what also is giving me troubles right now is the oven. I'm trying to make myself some dinner right now, but it keeps smoking, and there's literally nothing that could be causing the smoke. I swear, ovens are super bipolar, just like chickens and literally any other animal too. Chickens and ovens are the 2 most bipolar things on this earth, to be honest with you. So yeah, this is our first harvest concluded. First harvest is May 21st, 2024. I almost said 2023, bro. 4 months in to 2024. I keep sometimes saying 2023. But hopefully this video performs as well as my garden tours did 2 years ago, 2022, bro. Those were some of the greatest times. Now, let's see. Can we get this video up to 1K, or is it just gonna stagnate at like 10 views? Let's see.